Hey everybody, Action Figure Junkie back with you here with another custom action figure made with Marauder Task Force parts and accessories with a little Hasbro thrown in for good measure. This being the G.I. Joe communications and tech expert Dial Tone. Dial Tone originally came out in the 1986 wave of action figures, and I modeled this one to look as much like that one as I possibly could. Dial Tone was always one of my favorite figures. I don't quite know why. We all have our favorites. Some people, we all love the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes and the G.I. Joe Storm Shadows. But we all have our favorites, so you might not quite know why, but they just are. Well, Dial Tone was always one of my favorites. Maybe it was the mold, maybe it was the colors. I don't know why. But I've really always wanted to make a Marauder version of Dial Tone, but that wasn't too easy because his shirt is, two-toned. His shirt and his sleeves are not the same color as his pants. So it took some working out and some magic to be made, but I finally got my Dial Tone and I'm really, really happy with him. So let's break it down now and see what he's got going. Now, I had the original Dial Tone backpack and gun. I happened to be able to pick up a full, complete, really, really good condition Dial Tone at my local comic book store for $1. They were having a sale. I got a full, complete Dial Tone for $1. It doesn't have the file card, but who cares? So that Dial Tone has donated his gun and his backpack to his new big brother. So I painted the gun to make it look a little bit more realistic. I don't know what that gun is. I've tried looking it up to find out. It's not really designed on any realistic gun, but I just love it, and it screams Dial Tone. The backpack, just had to have the backpack. I put a little dry brush painting on it to make it look a little bit more weathered. I don't know why a communications expert would need to wear a backpack that's the size of a watermelon when you can carry around a cell phone that you can basically call Ireland with. But maybe he talks to aliens and spaceships. I don't know. This is, my fantasy, so whatever. So that's what we got. We got the backpack and the gun from the original Dial Tone. Now what I did is I took a torso, the tan desert torso, and the bottom legs that were black and green. So maybe if we put the original Dial Tone next to him, you can kind of see what I was going after. Look at those, just like brothers. Let's get the little light on him. So yeah, the sleeves are a different color from the shirt. So what I did is I took the green vest there, and the green and black vest, and put that on top of the shirt to give him the green going right on there. Now I took the bandolier, if you can see this bandolier here, I cut it in half and glued it to the front of his vest to give him the appearance of those straps. And those straps were hard to replicate because I couldn't find any straps that are like this. He has kind of a Y strap. Dial Tone had like a Y strap. That was kind of hard to make, but I think I did a pretty good job. Glued some grenades onto him and some pockets. Now I went with a tan pocket on the left arm, but I went and bought some paint and created a silver little patch there for the right arm. Try to replicate that as much as possible. I also took some silver paint to his wrists. It's not too easy to see in the light, but he does have some pretty good silver wrist paint on his wrists. I went with tan gloves, the mat on the gloves, the pad on the top of the hand. I had to paint that to make it look as much like that as possible. I also gave him a couple of silver accoutrement on his hips. If you can see, hold on. Oh boy, I don't want to stop the turntable, but I don't want to stop the video. If you can see, he's got some silver accoutrement on his hips to kind of mirror Dial Tone's, what he had going on, what made him unique, the silver. Now this I created using the phone, the white phone, I painted it silver, and a white pocket I painted silver. Because Dial Tone, tried to go with gray, and it just didn't work. Dial Tone has silver on him, which makes him interesting. Now, I'm thinking about painting the patch on his hat silver, but I'm afraid I'll just mess it up. So we'll see. But anyway, this is my Dial Tone. I'm really, really happy with him. He screams Dial Tone to me. So now, in my collection, I once again have one of my all-time favorite Joes. Hope you like. Thanks for checking it out. Feel free to hit me up with any questions. Check out my Instagram page, @ActionFigureJunkie. I'll be putting up some cool pictures. I did put up a fun video of Dial Tone keeping it real by some fireworks. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day. And as always in parting, can I get to it without knocking anybody over? Yo, Joe.